or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. Oh, he trucked him. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down. But Dalvin Cook's best game of 2019 came against these Packers. It was in Week 2 early in the season, but he had 154 yards and a touchdown on the ground, though his Vikings actually wound up falling 21-16 at Lambeau. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run, Cook. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. A 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Cook, and he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead.
He is good.
He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Packers, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Of course, he's coming off that NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance. 2 scores in that game a week ago.
And how did he get them? Speed is one thing, but how about the niftiness in his route running, able to cross people up in the secondary and make sure that they can't quite get to him before the ball arrives. He's something after the catch as well. We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance, but a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Rodgers throwing complete to Valdez-Scantling. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 23 yards on the play.
Gain of 23 more yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Jones, the ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guy... are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
They'll take over first.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line.
On the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
7-yard line.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Justin Jefferson, the rookie, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you. Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. On 3rd down, Cousins. And that will be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Now a first down carry by Jones. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He was tackled at the
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Rodgers now on 1st down. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Aaron Jones, the ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Mercedes Lewis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 2nd down, Cook. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Clinton Dix.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Thielen.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. Touchdown, Vikings!
Cousins pass.
Adam Thielen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They get it to Funchess on the jet sweep. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test.
Funchess is free. 20, 10, 5, and oh so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A.J. Dillon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
49-yard line.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them. That attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game, and I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
First down, Minnesota.
Cousins on first down. Complete. Jefferson the target. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Gain of 10.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, Going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The rookie Jeff Gladney picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Vikings going to signal for the 1st of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
Of 19 yards. 1st down, Minnesota.
So they are going to call on Dan Bailey here. His career long is 56 yards done in Seattle. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Taken about 7 yards deep. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the 2nd half. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And the Vikings first down.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Back to the ground, Cook. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Setting up the screen for Cook. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Their 49-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a...
Oh, and Lewis lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over first and 10. At their own.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
It's
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Back now at Lambeau. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the fourth. Taylor now returning it. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. They have, by the way, gone to the third quarter now at Ford Field in Detroit, and the Colts have opened it up a bit, leading by 2 scores. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. On first down, Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers to Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
He'll find Jones again, complete. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it in the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
The Packers on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. From the gun, here's Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Cousins. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And it's 3rd down.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
To throw, Cousins. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
It's a gain of 20.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. First down. Here's Cousins. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you...
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
And it's 3rd down.
They run it again with Cook. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done. But boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you... And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 33. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I don't even know why this team showed up.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. Rodgers now on 1st down. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
The 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead. And